this needs to go.
Ha-ha, we had no
Hi.
countdown. It was a ha-ha, we got you moment.
We got you, but I'm filing my papers properly, everybody. This is my morning folder. Okay. Now, here we are. Welcome to the greatest show, the Morning After Show. Very excited to be here today on this amazing moment.
That's right. We are joined today by Addie Beth.
Oh my God.
She's over in the corner over there. Addie Beth, say hi.
Hello. Hello.
There she is. All right. This afternoon, we're going to spill the celebrity tea as we do. Court is going to be in session. You can tell us, is this news?
And we've got a pop culture quiz ready to pop off. And we also have Addie's ready Reddit. Let's unpack this, which I can't wait. And Smash, Marry, Ghost. We've got all the fun stuff on this after morning show.
I'm trying to gauge how weird these Smash, Marry, Ghosts, they just keep getting weirder and weirder.
Well, no, they're not always going to be weird, but we have a lifetime of Smash, Marry, Ghosts
I
to
know.
get through, you guys.
I'm just saying, I never can figure out where your head is when you're like, this is who I've picked today.
But isn't
I
that the
like to
point?
keep
It
it
is.
interesting.
That's what I like about it, though. It is. It's a lot of fun.
Those earrings are giving me life today.
Thank you. I got them at Riverside Arts Market a couple of years back.
They're really, really
I
cool.
would give a shout out to the artist, but I can't
Are
remember.
they wrapped around the actual, like, the hoop? Is it like a wrap or is it like
no,
enamel?
it's like made of a plastic.
No, lucite. We say lucite in
Lucite.
jewelry. Yeah, very
Thank you.
nice.
I'm like, I don't
Yes.
have the good words.
Elizabeth just high-fived me through the screen. That's awesome. Yes, lucite.
All right, guys. Text the word Sunny to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected. There will be a giveaway starting tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to check out those socials, too. This is going to be amazing. So you got to go to Sunny TV Network on Instagram. Facebook and TikTok are all the same. It's just Sunny TV. But yes, sign up. Stay tuned. You guys are going to want to win. This is going to be amazing.
All right, on today's show, we've got Joshua Jackson and Jodie Turner-Smith's custody conflict. It's escalated. Jackson says Turner-Smith enrolled their daughter, Juno, in a new school without even asking.
Uh-oh, Pacey's got pace. That's
Nah.
interesting. Turner-Smith fired back with a cryptic social media post featuring Disney villains in the caption that says, "Stay safe out there," adding fuel to the public firestorm.
Wow, that's intense, especially
Yeah.
to deal with with your kid.
And to bring Disney into it.
Oh, former powerhouse attorney Tom Girardi
Girardi. Yes.
was hit with over 7 years in federal prison from embezzling tens of millions from clients, including those tied to the 2018 Lion Air crash.
Yeah, it's pretty messy, honestly. Yeah, we'll get into it. And the scandal extends to his ex-wife, Erica Jane. Reports say $25 million of the misused funds landed on her entertainment firm, EJ Global. Yeah. Pop
This
star.
is a big, big problem. In sports, NFL legend John Elway is under investigation after the tragic death of his longtime agent. This was a crazy accident. Jeff Spearbeck, who fell from a golf cart Elway was reportedly driving,
See?
passed away.
I don't want you guys in golf carts. Can't you just walk offshore in
Well,
Europe?
just don't drive crazy, too.
Well, that's, I mean, you've been seeing snakes. It makes me really
we have
worried.
been seeing some snakes. It's snake season.
Over the pond in Europe, Belgium faces accusations of stealing wind from Dutch turbines, a phenomenon known as the wake effect, fueling debates on international wind farm coordination.
That's
my wind.
it seems like such a crazy thing to fight about. Like, who
Kinda.
owns this wind?
Yeah.
Who owns it?
And all it is just air being moved
It's
around,
just-
right?
it's like,
oh,
whoosh,
yes. Who owns
It's like,
the
that is
wind?
my wind. Sounds like two toddlers arguing.
Right.
And it's the Dutch.
And they don't even argue.
It's very weird. Sweden must be getting involved.
Uh-oh,
And in Spain, squatters have preemptively installed an alarm system in a house they've illegally occupied to keep others out.
What?
Could you imagine the gall?
What is going on?
Of these squatters to be like, oh no, I've set up security cams. You are not welcome in the home that is not mine that I've taken.
Oh my God. And finally, we have a quirky highlight, the 5th annual European Seagull Screeching Championship in Belgium, where a young champ and a social media influencer go head-to-head mimicking gull calls.
Good grief.
Wow.
All right, stay with this as we get moving into our first stop, the Pop Culture Thunderdome quiz, which I believe today we have Tubular 80s movie star.
Oh my gosh, I'm ready.
Ooh.
Addie is going to be, Addie has the answers, so it will be Davey and I playing on today's quiz.
Yes, I do. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Ready.
Question number 1. Who played Ferris Bueller in Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
Matthew Broderick.
1986?
Sorry.
Michael J. Fox, Judd Nelson, Matthew Broderick, or John Cusack?
Matthew Broderick.
Correct. I'm sorry. I called out too early, but I was
Very
correct.
excited for you, though.
Cheater. She's a cheater.
No.
I'm not.
She's a people
I was
leader.
Okay. And it's Cusack, John Cusack.
Oh.
I mean, it's not him, but that's
how you say it.
Oh, Cusack. Oh,
He
yeah.
was in,
he with the.
he was in like every 80s
Such
movie
a
too.
cutie pie. He was the one
And
that
his
held
sister.
up the boombox.
Oh.
Yeah.
And his sister.
Oh.
She's great. The two of them.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful actor, actress
They
duo.
bred well, the Cusacks.
Yeah.
Great job.
Number 2, which actress starred opposite Harrison Ford in Working Girl 1988?
It's a trick question.
Melanie Griffith, Sigourney Weaver, Meryl Streep, or Gina Davis?
Wait, is it not Melanie Griffith?
It is Melanie Griffith.
Oh, okay.
It is Melanie Griffith.
I was like, why is this a? Why
Because
is this?
Sigourney was also a part of that too, I believe. Wasn't she
Oh,
also in that
well,
office moment? Yeah.
Yeah, but it was Melanie. Was
Yeah,
the,
definitely. Tess was her name
Yeah.
in the movie.
Okay.
All right. Number 3. Who became a teen heartthrob after starring in The Outsiders and St. Elmo's Fire?
St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh yeah.
Tom Cruise, Rob Lowe, Charlie Sheen, or Andrew McCarthy?
Rob Lowe.
Man, you guys are really on it today.
Ugh, such a great
He
movie.
still looks so
I
good.
know.
Do you know he looked fantastic in Parks and Rec?
Oh yeah, he
Who
does.
is he in Parks
He
and
still
Rec?
does. He played the law firm that comes in to do the audit, right,
Yes,
of
right.
the city,
Oh.
and he ends up marrying and having babies with Anne.
Chris
Okay.
Traeger.
Yes,
Chris
Chris
Traeger.
Traeger. Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah, he
gosh.
does
He's
look
always
really
running.
good. Yes,
And then
That's
remember
so
when he gets
fun.
that stomach flu and he has like diarrhea and
I
he's
do.
that was one of the greatest
Cha
episodes.
cha cha.
That was one of the greatest episodes. Anyway, Rob Lowe still looks amazing. I love that his kids troll him on social media all the time.
All the time.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 4. Molly Ringwald was part of which famous
Oh.
group of young actors? The
Yeah.
Core Crew, the Brat Pack, the Fab Five, or the Teen Titans?
The Brat Pack.
Yeah. Be the Brat Pack.
Yeah.
Correct. That would be
Alright.
the Brat Pack.
Tie score.
Okay.
Number 5. Who played Indiana Jones's love interest, Willie Scott, in Temple of Doom, 1984?
Was the original.
Kate Capshaw, Karen Allen, Kathleen Turner, or Kim Cattrall?
Cattrall.
Wasn't Kim Cattrall.
No, but I'm on with Kate Capshaw. I'm gonna go A. Kate Capshaw.
A. Kate Capshaw. What do you think, Mayor?
B. Karen Allen.
It was A.
Ah,
Kate Capshaw.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Yeah. Kathleen Turner? No. All right.
Number 6. What future Friends star had a role in Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Ah.
Lisa Kudrow, Matthew Perry, Jennifer Aniston, or Phoebe Cates? Trick question alert.
Trick question
Ooh,
alert.
I'm trying to remember Fast Times. I can see Fast Times at Ridgemont High right now.
Yeah.
And I don't remember Lisa Kudrow or Jennifer Aniston. I honestly don't remember Matthew Perry either.
And I remember Phoebe Cates, but that's the trick question, I think. Because well,
Is it-
okay. Can I just see the question one more time? Sorry. Okay.
What future Friends star had a role? All right, I don't know. I'm gonna say B, Matthew Perry, but
And I'm
I
gonna
don't.
go A, Lisa Kudrow.
Gotcha. It was D, Phoebe Cates.
What?
Where was Phoebe Cates on Friends?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, did they mean Phoebe the name because she's Phoebe from Friends? Those a-holes.
That was
Trick question alert. That
Wow.
is mean. that is
was
rude.
really
You don't know what I
mean, you
just-
guys.
I
Yeah.
just did one
Read
of mine.
between the lines there, Buster.
That was a trick question.
Okay,
and I
next
didn't like
question. If you guys missed that question, that's okay. Some people in the comments missed the question. It's okay. There's the next one. Number
That was a
7.
trick.
Nasheem got it right.
Eddie Murphy skyrocketed to fame after joining what late night comedy show in 1980?
Yeah,
mean,
easy.
come on.
Mad
peasy.
TV, Saturday Night Live, In Living Color, or The Tonight Show?
Saturday
SNL,
Night
yeah.
Live.
Correct.
Arch
It
is up by
was
1.
Saturday Night Live. Number 8. Which actress won an Oscar for her role in Terms of Endearment, 1983? Deborah Winger, Jessica Lange,
Lang. Ooh.
Shirley MacLaine, or
Okay.
Glenn Close?
This is. Wait. Terms of endearment was.
Wait, can you scroll up for me? I want to reread the question as well. Which actress won an Oscar for her role in Terms of Endearment, 1983?
Shirley MacLaine?
I'm going to go C, so Shirley MacLaine.
Correct. It is Shirley MacLaine.
Almost time.
Number 9. Who played Maverick in Top Gun
Okay,
1986?
yeah.
Kevin Bacon, Tom Cruise, Patrick Swayze, or Val Kilmer?
It was the Tom
Cruise.
Val Kilmer was Ice.
You guys
Yeah.
all knew that one.
Proud of
didn't
your career,
you?
Tom. Congratulations.
Final question is who's in the lead right now? What is our
I'm in the
Davey.
lead by 1. Meredith is down by 1, obviously.
Okay, it's either a tie with need for a tiebreaker or Davey's going to be the winner, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Number 10. What actress starred in Beetlejuice and Heathers becoming a Gen X icon? Christina Applegate, Drew Barrymore, Winona Ryder, or Ali Sheedy?
Winona Ryder.
Ding, ding, ding.
Davey's the
winner!
So
Good
that
job.
means we need a tiebreaker question.
No,
No.
I'm the winner.
He
Oh,
won.
I thought you both tied.
No.
No,
She
he
missed
got
one.
me on one.
I
so that's
My bad.
okay. I will gracefully bow to Davy's pedicured feet. Gross pedicured feet.
They're beautiful. Thank you. It's a black and white Oreo styled right now. It's so
Yeah.
pretty.
Still, you haven't switched that up yet.
Not yet. Every 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
This is the
I
third
just-
week.
Okay, I was gonna say it's probably time.
We're going to do something fun.
All right, and now everybody needs a drink. Thinking about Davy's feet. A word from our featured sponsor, Bin 39.
Venmo me.
Okay.
If wine is your love language, Bin 39 is your perfect match.
Tucked inside the charming St. George Inn, this iconic wine bar, crafted by the legendary grape guru himself, Irving Cass, this is downtown St. Augustine's best-kept secret, with over 90 rare boutique wines by the glass.
Whether you're a seasoned sommelier or just a wine-curious lassie, Irving and his team make every pour approachable, memorable, and fabulous. They have an extraordinary live music lineup as well as an incredible team to make your moment magical.
No idea what to order? That's okay. Just say, I'll have what Irving's having. Check them out today at bin39.wine.
Hey!
All right. It seems that Joshua Jackson is channeling his inner Dawson Creek drama into real life. He filed an emergency custody modification against his ex, Jodie Turner-Smith, over their daughter Juno's schooling.
Yeah, the plot thickens. Apparently, Jody enrolled Juno in a new school without Joshua's consent, and he's not having it. He wants her to stay put in her current school because that's where her friends are.
Yeah. So, I guess
What happened here?
he requested the court to mandate that Juno continue attending her current school for the upcoming year, and that any future school changes require joint consent. Following the filing, Turner Smith shared an Instagram story with the cartoon villains,
Yeah.
saying, "Stay safe out there," and it was a subtle jab at ex-husband. This is weird. Publicly to be doing this, especially when it comes to the custody of the kid and the school. Like, why are we using Disney villains to like passively aggressively? Actually, it was like not even passive, it was aggressive with the Disney villains.
Well, apparently, according to Turner Smith, she contends that prior agreement granted her final decision-making authority on Juno's education, provided that she consults with Jackson, which she did not do. So that's why this got a little bit heated and messy. But what is that child support payment looking like from Jackson?
So the couple finalized their divorce, agreeing to joint custody and a monthly child support. It's $2,700.
That's not that much, right?
No, I guarantee you, with my 3 children, I'm spending way more than that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they come up with those numbers, like in general, like when anybody has a custody situation. I have no idea how they balance that. But I can tell you that my Amazon bill alone is way more than that for my kids.
I want to know, like, what is the difference between the two schools? Like, what is this new school that she had to enroll this child into?
Oh, that I don't know.
Like, what is it, like going into Montessori or something? Because there I could see, like, a parent could having a split decision if they want that kind of education for the kid or not.
So Turner Smith believes Juno's education doesn't require a fixed location. This gets weird. And considered alternative learning methods, including remote learning and tutors.
Weird.
So not that remote learning is weird because I've had a kid in virtual online homeschool,
But
which
not
is
to
fine.
talk to the ex-husband.
But if you're going to say, like, that's a big shift.
yeah.
That's a big shift
Mm-hmm.
for the kid. So this whole thing is odd, and I hate to see when families fight like this over with custody with
Mm-hmm.
the kids. That's that, and then to put it publicly, like, nah, get it together.
Yeah, really.
Put your poop in a group.
Yes, there it is. Loving that. Oh, what's going on with the Aaron Brockovich?
So remember Tom Giardi,
Oh, this is that story. Got
the
it.
once
yeah.
celebrated lawyer from the Aaron Brockovich case,
Right.
and Erica Jane's ex. Well, he's trading designer suits for prison stripes.
Yeah, this is not good, and he's a really seasoned old dude too. So from the courtroom hero to convicted felon, he was sentenced to over 7 years in federal prison for embezzling millions of dollars from his clients. Talk about a plot twist here.
87 months. Convicted to
Golly.
87 months.
That's
Wait,
over
Aaron,
7.
who?
Tom Girardi, Erica Jane's husband.
Tom Girardi. So what is it saying about Aaron Brockovich?
Oh, he was part of the Aaron Brockovich original case about the chromovalent hextrum that was in the water. Remember the movie?
You don't
You
remember
never
Aaron
saw
Brock-
this.
No.
Aaron Brockovich. Yeah, wow.
You've never seen the movie Aaron
This is a big-
Brockovich?
Please, this is a picture.
We really, you know what we need to get?
You would actually enjoy this movie, actually.
Oh.
Yes, of all people, you would
Great-
really love
great
this movie.
movie.
Yeah.
I've been watching movies lately. It's my new thing.
Put Aaron Brockovich on there for
Guess
yourself.
what I watched over the weekend?
Yeah, you're gonna be. Oh, what'd you see?
Sliding Doors.
Oh, good one. Yeah, with what's her face? Apple's mom, Gwyneth Paltrow.
It was so good. I was like, movies were fun once.
Movies were really, really good. Yeah.
Now
We
they're
need
all
a-
just Avengers. Like, okay, we
yeah.
get it.
Aaron Brockovich, though, I'm telling
We
you,
need
if
a
you want to be
list.
like an activist in life, this is one to see. Yeah. Look at me teaching the children.
We
I'm
need
so
an
proud.
at
Addie's
you.
movie list, and
Yeah.
we need to have it left on the desk so when we reference them, and she's like, never seen it.
I
put
can
it in
pull
the-
out my She Is Fierce book here that
There
I
you
can
go.
write that She Is Fierce is happening this Wednesday at
So
5:30 p.m.
excited.
So he embezzled 15 million from clients, but was only ordered to pay back 2.3 million in restitution. So where's the rest of the money?
Well, that's apparently on Erica Jane because now I believe that the tides are turning and she's getting sued because a lot of the money that he got from these cases were funneled into Erica Jane's pop culture career. So yeah, so she might have to give up those diamonds.
So he was claiming that he has dementia and Alzheimer's, but the judge deemed him competent to stand trial and said, nope,
yeah.
nope,
Not gonna buy it.
nope.
Yeah.
Interested to see what happens here because he's how old is he?
Like 87?
Well, 87 months is what
Oh,
he was.
I'm
How
gonna find
old
that
is
fact
he?
check. He's very old.
Because he is. That I knew, but I don't remember. They don't give his age in here, so I'm interested to see how old he is for somebody who's going to serve
86. Look at me. 86.
and he's going to serve 7 years. I don't think. Well, okay.
Well, we
maybe.
don't know. We've
Maybe.
seen. I mean, yeah.
We'll see.
That's a hot mess.
That's another one though, embezzling millions, and it's like, well, you only have to pay the 2.3 back. Why?
Yeah.
Go sell all of his stuff and get the rest of it back.
I believe they've lost pretty much everything and garnered a lot. So we'll have to see
Gosh.
what happens there. She's
All
still
right.
on TV, of course.
The investigation into the tragic death of John Elway's longtime agent Jeff Spearbeck is still open. Even though authorities have found no evidence of foul play, they have to be thorough because there was a death involved.
I know. Oh, this guy fell from a golf cart reportedly driven by Elway at a private country club in California. He suffered a fatal head injury, and the incident has been described as a horrific accident.
Yeah.
This has happened more oftentimes than not, right?
Well, you know, there were no mechanical issues that could be found with the golf cart.
I
Was he
love
driving?
a good golf cart. Like, I'm a huge fan of golf carts and golf cart rides. So I need people to get it together, not ruin it for the rest of us.
I think you just need to drive at a really reasonable speed. I think the problem is, and this happens a lot in our area because we have a lot of golf cart communities.
Uh-huh.
So you can see like Nocatee is in the news a bunch, Palencia is in the news a bunch. I know there's that Trail Mark, there's these like Bartram, like there's these other Durban. There's a bunch of these golf cart communities, and you see these accidents that lead to a lot of injuries. One of my husband's friends last summer fell out of his, broke his wrist. He was drinking too many beverages while golfing.
Well,
Actually-
that's still drinking and driving. People
Yeah.
definitely don't
Shouldn't
take
be
it
doing
serious.
that. Shouldn't
So
be doing
our
that.
Sheriff Rob Hardwick, created a law that got approved by requiring golf cart drivers under the age of 18 to possess at least a learner's permit or a driver's license. Like he made that happen within legislation.
Yeah, because these big golf cart communities exist, and you see these kids driving them all over the place. Which we have a golf cart because we golf. We do not allow our children to
Oh,
drive
it's
the golf
actually
cart.
yours?
Yeah, we
I
have
didn't know
a
if
golf
you like
cart.
rented it or something.
No,
Yeah.
we bought one when we moved in. We got a refurbished one.
Cool.
And we don't allow our kids. We also have ours insured. Ours has a license plate. Like we followed the letter of the law.
You don't wear a helmet.
And we inside the golf cart.
You should be wearing helmets.
Is
both
that
of
the
you.
letter of the law?
I want that.
Oh,
No,
that's Davey's
it's
law.
not. But I don't allow our kids to drive it, and because we don't. There's no reason. There's no reason. You don't need to be driving it. Period.
Man, there was this interesting period before the golf carts really took over when I was a youngin', and it was like totally the way that like it was just my age group, I think, but we got to experience the before golf cart regulations
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lifestyle.
before regulations.
Yeah, and like we would all be 13 or 14, just driving through the neighborhood, meeting up with each other on the golf carts.
Did you always drive responsibly?
Well, yeah, but then because we were respectful, cute teenage girls, we were driving respectfully.
Yeah.
But like the teenage boys that had golf carts from their families,
There
the
it
amount
is.
of random recklessness that occurred
So
around
only
the golf
girls
carts.
should drive golf carts?
No,
No,
buddy,
I just
no
think it's probably a
teens.
good general rule that teens shouldn't be given that level of responsibility.
Yeah, I hear you on that loud and clear.
it's. I mean, and some of these golf carts, they amp them up so that they can drive so much faster.
Yes, they do.
Well, the
They
one
can
that
go
Maritime
30
has,
miles an hour.
Maritime's is souped up so that it can go 35 miles per hour.
That's a car.
And that's the one I used to drive home into work every day because I
Mm-hmm.
liked to take the tour through the town, my own personal tour. In the comments, though, someone said, I've known at least 2 kids who drove their golf cart off of a dock or off of a cliff.
oh my god.
So, like, that's not good.
And then
No.
another one, daughter and her friends piled in on one, and it flipped on top of them.
Yeah,
like the
I don't-
weights.
that's why I don't let my kids. I'm like, no, there's no reason for it.
Yeah.
And I know that there is a law now, and you must have a learner's permit. But to me, it's another one of those things where I'm just like, we don't need to be involved in it, so we steer clear of
I've
that.
got a real quick. I know we got to move on, but I've got a friend down in the shores, and they're adults, and they were intoxicated, and unfortunately, they were driving a little bit erratic, and somebody died. And yeah, honestly, and it literally unearthed everybody's life and completely changed the paradigm of their life because of this tragedy. So
So this is serious.
it's definitely a serious moment. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they will continue to investigate. They don't think John Elway has did anything wrong, but they do have to investigate obviously how fast he was going. I think they've already said that nobody was under the influence, but somebody died. So no foul play, no signs of intoxication at the scene, but they have not cleared anybody yet either. So they're waiting to see what
Golly.
happens. And he's devastated because this was like one of his best friends.
Yeah.
He'd been his agent since the 90s.
Yeah.
So not a short period of time either. We're talking 30 some odd years. They were together in business.
Canoodling.
Yeah. So we obviously, are sorry to his family and whatnot, but
Yeah.
it's crazy. We got to be careful. All these gadgets we have these days.
Slow your roll.
Slow your roll.
Speaking of slowing our roll, we're going to move over to the most famous part on this network is Addie's Reddit Rundown.
Is the Reddit rundown number 1, you think, over Smash, Marry, Ghost?
I think because of the TikTok
Because
that
of the
we went
TikTok.
viral
It went
on, you guys.
viral.
Congratulations,
It went viral.
Addie. Thanks for getting the team up and out. This is
I was
amazing.
excited. That was exciting. I was really excited
It
about
went
that over the
viral.
weekend. And I'm even having this idea that we should give bonus giveaway entries to people that share our TikTok or go on our TikTok.
Okay.
We can explore that.
Oh, let's explore that.
So we'll
Explore.
talk more. You guys will know, but if you're someone that's on TikTok and you haven't found us yet, we may give you an extra entry for something.
I'm liking that vibe.
Your body
yeah.
is a wonderland.
I love SHAREs. Can't say that on the algorithm, but yes. Threads is a wonderful place to
Threads.
go.
Okay,
Yeah,
you and your threads.
Gotta love
Nobody from
Threads.
Threads has contacted us and is giving us anything.
Love you guys.
All right.
One day they will. We're gonna be their first call when they're ready.
Okay.
So today's subreddit. Are you guys gonna guess which subreddit?
Yes, I'm going to say I effed up.
What about you, Mary? What do you think?
Am I the a-hole?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, these are my favorite anyway. Good.
I
Okay.
know. I love these ones. Okay,
They're
so yep.
Addie's favorite.
Am I the a-hole for secretly selling alcohol at my dry wedding to cover costs?
Hot topic.
So, I, 27-year-old female, recently got married. My husband, 29-year-old male, and I planned a pretty big wedding, about 300 guests. It was beautiful, honestly a dream. There's just one thing. Our families are super conservative and very religious, so we told everyone it would be a dry wedding, aka no alcohol. That decision kept the peace with our parents and extended family. As we all know, weddings are expensive, and we were footing most of the bill ourselves. I saw an opportunity and took it. I hired a licensed bartender, a friend of mine, to set up a VIP bar hidden at the venue. It was a large event hall with a garden and private side rooms. I gave a heads up to about 75 of our younger friends and more chill cousins and basically had them pay for drinks. Think wedding speakeasy. The drinks were priced reasonably, like $5 a beer, $8 for cocktails, and people were happy to pay because one, open bar weddings are rare in our circle, and two, they thought it was kind of fun. Long story short, between the money from drinks and tips, we made about $2,000, which helped cover part of the catering bill. The issue is, word got out. A few of my aunts overheard someone talking about the secret bar, and now my mom is livid. She says I lied to everyone, disrespected the family, and made a mockery of our values.
Whoa,
My mother-in-law also called me manipulative and selfish, but honestly, most of our guests didn't even know it happened, and the ones who did loved it. We didn't force anyone to drink, we just gave the option discreetly. My husband is kind of in the middle. He gets why I did it, but wishes I had told him beforehand.
Oh, he didn't know?
I didn't because I knew he'd get stressed and say no out of guilt. So, am I the a-hole for secretly selling alcohol at my
plot
dry
twist.
wedding to offset the cost? Edit. I did not keep the bartender's tips. We paid him well and he kept his tips. Yeah, that is a plot twist at the end because for a second there I'm like, that sounds fun. That sounds cool.
Like a speakeasy.
All right.
I was
like,
going speakeasy route.
yeah, and it's hard to like make your family happy and your friends happy, and like I see what you're trying to do, but then that little twist there at the end,
Child, she kept that at the end. Was it like a different size font too? Yeah, it was like
Listen.
a
like in tiny. I had to get the little extra Inspector Gadget lens to read it.
I don't love that they charged. If they wanted to offer a beverage as a speakeasy, they should have footed the bill.
And play with like Monopoly money.
They should have covered the cost. The fact that they made money off of it was icky. I
Yeah.
didn't like that.
I didn't like it either.
I'm gonna say that I think that part is part of the creative, cool idea of it. No one's forced to drink alcohol. You
But
don't
I
gotta
don't
spend
bring
your
money
cash.
to a wedding. Like
and
I
then
don't.
and you don't have to spend money at a wedding, but you can.
But
But I wanted the
didn't-
secret drink.
I'm just saying it's optional.
I don't like it.
But I only am saying I'm supportive of it because we're in this modern time. We all want to have the party, but we all understand that throwing the party is costly on the person throwing the party.
You get a
Is there a
sponsor.
world?
Then don't throw a party.
Get
Is
Aunt
there a
Tilly.
world where if you in your circle and your friend group is like, come on, dude, yeah, of course, I'd like a speakeasy bar.
I'd
That would be
get
fun. Like if
Aunt-
they're about it, isn't
Yeah.
that fun? No.
I don't know. I just threw what I would consider, and I'm not to be dramatic, but like my son's graduation party, we probably invited 75 to 100 people. So like a miniature wedding, a very mini sized wedding, because we did food, we did drinks, we
Yeah.
did all the things, and we had it catered.
Mhm.
And I would have never asked somebody to show up to that party and pay for a beverage.
No.
Like, to me, it was like, absolutely not. Like, this was something we did to be like, congratulations to our son. Congratulations to us. We got to this point.
Yeah.
Come celebrate with us. I
Yeah.
would never charge you
Well,
for a
someone in the
beverage.
comments said, I've been to a lot of weddings with a cash bar. Beth said that on your live.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, isn't that normal too? Have you been to weddings with a cash bar?
No.
No.
I've tipped, but I've not like.
Yeah.
don't think I've ever been to a
I don't know if I've ever been to one, honestly, but I haven't been to a wedding in a good long while. So I don't really know. But I know that.
I even went to a feral wedding out in like west side of this county, and
What's a feral wedding?
you know what I mean. It was just sort of like a dirt road
Yeah.
with like a tent and a wing and a prayer, and that was open bar.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and he.
Maybe cut back on the arrangements there, Becky.
Okay.
Just
I don't. I think that the big problem here, outside of the money thing, which to each their own. You want to charge.
Ew.
Um,
Don't invite me.
the husband didn't know.
You're gonna charge
This
me
is-
drinks at the wedding. Oh, I just cut you off. But I'm just saying that means less of a wedding present from me. I'm just saying that's gonna cut into my budget.
So someone said in the comments, they said, you are the a-hole. Dude, I was so on board with you. This was a great idea until you neglected to inform your spouse. If you both had agreed, then frankly, I'd say your conservative family's opinions don't matter, but your spouse's does. Let this be a lesson in marriage for future. Always consult your partner. The rest of the world can be against you, but you both should always have each other's backs. Lying to them wasn't being a good life partner.
Yeah, that was a big no-no. And then it causes a big rift between the two families. My husband just texted me. He must be listening. He said, I went to a wedding, thought it was a cash bar, got the bill was over $100 when I realized it was open bar, not or
The other way around.
Thought
so
it was-
he thought it was open bar, so it ended up being
thought it
cash
was
bar.
open and it was cash.
Well,
That's what I mean.
not communicating whether you have a cash bar or open bar is a whole other set of problems. But I think that it's kind of becoming more and more normalized to have a cash bar option at your wedding because also drinking isn't necessary to have a good time. And that's a more and more
What would you
popularized
charge
opinion.
like cash for like top shelf and like maybe there's like a well version?
I think if you're
I've seen that commonly.
Yeah,
Haven't
I've
you guys?
seen that I've seen that where somebody's like, I want a Jack and Coke, and they're like, well, rum and Coke is covered. If you want Jack, it's whatever.
Right.
And
yeah,
people
like have a signature cocktail and
people
that's
will
it.
say,
Yes, I
I
think
want
that's fair.
Jack. I'm not drinking the other
Okay,
swill,
yeah.
and then by all means pay for it
Right.
because you don't want the shit
Plus,
that
the
I
other
bought.
thing is these guests that went to this wedding were going under the impression that it was a dry wedding.
Oh, Dave, hold on. Dave says, no, you're not right. I said it was open. I thought it was cash. I kept giving them all this money to pay for the drinks. And it
Oh, he was
was
just tipping the whole time.
so he gave over $100+ in tips.
Wow. Whoopsie doodle.
So I take it the bartender kept it a secret. The bartender
See, and
kept
that's
it a
what I mean by
secret.
that's a whole separate problem.
Oh,
Because
wow.
that's a communication error
Yeah.
right there.
She
Someone
thought
needs
you
to be
liked
clear.
her. She thought you thought she was purty
What?
with all those tips, giving the bartender tips.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a
I
lot.
like what Vicky said in comments here. She said you can have a really nice meal and alcohol doesn't have to be always included.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, the guests at this party were expecting a dry event.
I didn't know that either.
Well, it says that it
Yeah.
was a speakeasy.
I
So,
forgot
like,
that, yeah.
when you think about that, it's not like they are coming into this knowing it's going to be that kind of wedding where you
Yeah.
get to drink and there's going to be a free bar. Because I know that mindset too. You get pumped when you're invited to the wedding and you're like, oh, it's an open bar.
Right.
That is exciting. But if you know going into it, oh, there's no drinking. This is one of those weddings. And then you get there and then you're like, wait, I could just
There's
pay
a-
$5
Like on the
for this
DL,
little
there's
deal.
moonshine in the
That's
back,
kind
yeah.
of so all of it about the idea I'm not against. I just am definitely against lying to your husband on day one.
She the a-hole.
Yeah.
She the a-hole.
Sorry,
She the
boo.
a-hole.
Mini a-hole for me though.
Mini.
Yeah, she's a
Miniature
big, yeah, it's like
a-hole.
little
So
sucker.
yeah, the popular consensus on this was a-hole. So tell us what you guys think, but I'm gonna go
Ring
with
the bell.
Ah,
She's an a-hole.
let's pivot over to the greatest place ever is Panache.
They're not a-holes.
If your skin needs a pick-me-up or your hair's feeling blah, it's time to treat yourself at Panache, located beachside in St. Augustine.
They've got everything from facials to blowouts, spa packages to the most relaxing massage packages of your life. Trust us, we've tried it all.
Panache is proud to align with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices as well as its high fashion aesthetic. Go to getpanache.com and let's get with it, boo.
Imagine that.
You can just put SPF on it before
No.
you do anything. You should actually.
No, I shouldn't have it out there.
Uh,
All right, the Dutch are accusing Belgium of literally stealing their wind. That's like a cottage core saying a goblin core is stealing their
Goblin Core
aura.
College. Yeah, this is Wind Core.
You're stealing my aura.
Yeah,
So
this-
wind farmers are debating whose wind is whose.
So are we talking about the actual wind or is this like a giant fart in a jar or something? Like, what are we talking about here?
Belgian wind farm alleged 3% reduction in energy output for Dutch turbines due to wake effect, where wind speed decreases after passing through their turbines to get to the next turbine.
Makes sense now.
So they're saying that the Dutch are saying those what do you call a Belgian person?
Belgiumonian.
No, that doesn't sound
I think
right.
you were right. Belgians.
Belgians?
Yeah. It's a Belgian waffle.
They're waffles, yeah.
What do you call Belgian people? Go ahead.
So the Belgians are stealing from the Dutch, they're saying. They're stealing wind.
Belgians.
The Belgians.
How are they stealing wind?
So the turbines have to be placed in certain spots.
Yeah.
Like you own a certain area, you can place yours here. And what they're saying is they've placed them in a spot where the wind it has to go through theirs to get to the Dutch turbines, and you can't do that because they're seeing a 3% reduction in wind and energy output
little bit of a
because they've
wind
placed them in a
walk-up.
spot that it has to cross through.
Right.
So, which is how you can argue over whose wind is whose, is it's location, 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 like anything else.
So, according to my science book, which I am a specialist in wind mitigation, where the wind needs to be directed above the current, so they can actually coax the wind current around the turbines so that it hits the proper area. And this can all be done with a wind tunnel.
None of that is true. All of that was made up.
I really am disappointed.
That was a very good lie, though.
I mean, I'm just saying, wind
You were
mitigation
doing a really
is
good
real
job.
science.
So the North Sea is set to become the world's largest offshore wind power zone, with plans to increase capacity from 30 to 120 gigawatts by 2030. So without proper coordination, this thing that is happening literally to the Dutch and the Belgians right now will increase when people don't follow the rules.
Yeah, we'll see.
And there will be a larger reduction of wind-related power.
So is this like real? Do you think this is a big deal? Like,
I
this
think this is news.
Is this? Oh, this is news.
I
like,
believe this to be news.
in your opinion, should people like take action to make sure the wind thing is handled right, or is it one of those things where you're just being really extra about wind?
I think
Or are
it's
we
a
taking wind for granted?
You know,
Do
what?
we not think about wind enough? And maybe this article is really
So
bringing.
you think the wind is whispering it's time to listen to our needs?
it could be a new benefit? I don't know.
We need a new benefit for wind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I
All right,
agree.
It's news. Okay.
news.
Wow, it passed.
It's
I'm
news.
shocked.
It wasn't even an animal.
Huh.
And it's news.
Oh my gosh.
So, in a plot twist straight out of a sitcom, squatters in Spain have taken home security to a new level by installing an alarm system in a house they illegally occupy.
Ooh, this is spicy. So they're protecting the house they don't legally own from other potential squatters? Is that what they're saying?
They are.
This is like a pirate installing a security system on a stolen ship.
It is exactly
I
that.
like it. I
It is,
like
it
this
is
idea.
exactly that. So the incident occurred in San Miguel de Pedroso, a neighborhood in the village of Belladoro in Spain. A group of squatters illegally occupied an uninhabited house, installed an alarm system to prevent others from breaking in, mirroring their own action.
Oh my goodness.
They placed a sign from the alarm company on the building to deter intruders.
Just a sign.
So the house had been unoccupied for 20 years before squatters moved in. Do you know that there are actually things called squatters' rights?
I do.
Yes.
So
I've
squ-
seen some people like tempestuous about it. Yeah.
Squatters' rights are real. If you left something abandoned and squatters come in, they can actually squat for a certain period of time and then retain legal ownership of that property. It's different in every state. It's different in every country. I do not know what Spain's laws are.
This is kind of crazy, though. Local residents are concerned about the possibility of their homes being targeted next, leading to the heightened vigilance.
yeah, of more cameras.
Well, it's just funny because like, what are they going to do if someone does? Oh, we caught you on camera. What, you're going to call the police?
Invite them to leave? I don't know.
Yeah.
Please
Okay,
leave.
so the property's rightful owner in this instance has filed 3 complaints, civil complaints, but the squatters still remain and have not been removed. They've also taken over a field in the neighborhood, which they are now using as their own dog park in order to keep other people away.
Oh, this
How
is
crazy is this story?
This is escalating.
This is
Wow.
brazen. Yeah. They're really doing this on purpose.
They said that the squatters have created an environment that is known as a psychosis of fear among locals.
I mean, kind of,
They're
right?
taking over the
How
neighborhood.
dare.
That's news too.
They got to pay HOA. I feel like that's news. 'Cause
That's crazy.
you
Could
gotta
you
prepare
imagine?
yourself. Not in
That
Florida.
is crazy. I mean,
What if you have like a neighborhood block party and you're like, "Hey, we're the squatters from 207.
Mm-hmm.
We just dropped in."
Just wanted, here's a bun.
we're closing the street. We decided, hey, we're the squatters from 207. We're going to close the street this week, just so
Yeah.
you guys know.
Block
Can you imagine
party.
that? Block party.
I don't even know. What are just for shits and giggles?
Gotcha.
Google the squatters' rights in Florida just so we can get an idea because this is interesting to me.
It is interesting. I've heard that you can, once you've dwelled
7
somewhere
years?
for long enough, you can claim it as your dwelling, even if you
7
don't
years.
own it.
Knew it.
In Florida, squatters can gain ownership of a property through a process called adverse possession, which requires continuous occupancy for 7 years. It's like common law marriage.
It is. That's what I thought.
It's like common law marriage. You have like a roommate for 7 years. You're basically common law married.
That's weird.
That is weird too. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Gotta get
Yeah.
a new will.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go look for some places.
How
There's
mad
so
would
many
Meredith
places.
be? How mad would Meredith be?
I'm gonna go claim squatters' rights in one of her properties.
I mean, literally, I could see her counting outside number 1. Yeah,
No,
like what would you
there's
do?
no
What
way.
would
she
you
would do like a flea. You could do like a flea bomb.
What I want to know is like you would have to have abandoned this property for a period of time for people to go in and then not pursue
what were you
it
doing?
for
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just
somebody
listened.
died maybe, and then
Could be.
I just listened to This American Life about someone who had basically built this. They made a hobby with their friend group of creatives out of finding these empty warehouses, making them these creative collectives. Some of them would live there. Sometimes they wouldn't live there. Like it was either creative offices, whatever it was, but they would always be in an abandoned warehouse that
shout
no
out
one
the lab. Yeah.
right? That no one cared about. And then the whole story ended up being about big developers coming in and kicking them out after they've been there building this making something beautiful out of something that no one cared about that was
Yeah.
basically breaking down and falling apart. And then they get kicked out. And once they make it something, the developers come in and they want it.
Right.
So there's an interesting thing there.
That is an interesting thing. It's like, yeah, legally the developers are coming in and paying for it.
Yeah.
But
Well-
then the other people are like maintaining it for all these years. Yeah.
I just follow the rules.
Yeah, just
Rules
do the right
are
thing.
there for a reason. We all need rules.
Regs.
Sorry. I like a good rule.
Oh.
All right. The European Seagull Screeching Competition has just wrapped up in Belgium. I guess they were all pissy about that wind.
Yeah.
And it's as weird as you guys think.
Well, they got high on hot air. People compete to mimic seagull calls. What's next? Pigeon cooing contest?
They probably have that already.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So it's a real thing. 10-year-old Cooper Wallace from Derbyshire
Congratulations.
defended his title, becoming the first to win gold twice in the junior category.
That's amazing for that little bug.
5 years, the European Seagull Screeching Championships have taken place in Belgium to promote harmony between humans and the gulls.
My goodness, this is so funny. Cooper, going back to him, began mimicking gulls after one attempted to steal his sandwich one day, leading to this unique talent.
So this is a family affair because Cooper's 7-year-old sister, Shelby, also competed. Danish influencer...
Did she win?
No.
No.
Oh.
Stay in your lane, Shelby.
Wow. She was just
tell
trying to have a
Shelby.
nice family day.
Stay in your lane.
Wow.
Nice try,
Find a new
Shelb.
sport. That's it.
Wow.
Why you got to copy? Why you got to be, a biter?
Okay, so Danish influencer Anna Breinald secured gold in the adult category. Known for her gull impersonation on social media. She's apparently quite the guller.
She's not going to get any men with that one. I'm just saying.
What does a seagull sound like? I thought that was a crow.
No, that's definitely seagull. It's like
What?
it's like when your mom yells at you for not doing the laundry. See? Isn't that fun
wait,
for you?
doesn't that sound familiar? You're like, wait, that is the same sound I make.
Is
Yeah.
it?
You got
I
to make
do.
the sound from down here.
Okay.
It lifts up.
Oh,
There it
that. But see, to me, that's very crow-esque.
Everybody at
No.
home, do your crow call or your seagull call.
Tiffany
Do
does
it.
a really good pigeon.
Does she?
Yeah.
it a try.
She can coo. She goes,
Oh,
She does
that's
that one.
Soothing.
When
She
I
does
was a
that
kid,
one.
I would go.
Mine's piercing.
were you a hot whisperer as a child? I bet she was a
Because
hot whisperer.
it would be funny. The teacher would be walking the class to the activities or recess, and I would do that, and the teacher would be like, "Oh wow, the birds are out
No.
today," and I would just be
No.
like,
Did I send you
No.
that baby
Wow.
quail video over the
"I don't
weekend?
know."
Oh, in your DMs? Oh,
Maybe.
It's so relaxing. I sent it to Ashim too. There's this guy, and he finds like relaxing, but building a baby quail farm in his like living room, and it's so cute. It's so peaceful.
Maybe I did see that.
And like they have like a sand bath, and like it's
Oh my
so beautiful. I
God.
have to resend it to you then. Okay,
Yeah.
it's very good. Sorry. But anyway, now it's time for Smash, Marry, Ghost. Very excited for this part of the show. Let's get into it, Addie. Who is on deck for Smash, Marry, Ghost?
Today's is fun. I think Meredith's gonna like it.
All right.
Okay.
So today we've got 3 handsome gents Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh my.
We
Happy
have
Monday, everybody.
Paul Rudd
Oh no!
and Donut Daddy.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no way.
I think my husband had something to do with this with you, and I feel very attacked right
This
now.
is a great one.
And I
and
feel
Dave
like I have been
collaborated.
put on the spot.
You are. You are. This is on the spot for Mare because me and Dave, we knew this one was going to be good for her.
You know
All right.
that we have therapy today? This is not good because I get in trouble when I talk about these online.
Well, good. This is good. We
Well,
got to get it
good.
all out there. Get it all out there. You know what I mean?
I don't like it.
So,
I feel very targeted
For those
right
of
now.
you, for those of you that don't know, Cristiano was considered one of the greatest footballers ever.
Yes, he is. Yes.
And then I guess he has more records than a vintage vinyl store,
So good. He's proud of him.
which is
I'm
really
proud of
cool.
him.
He
Very
played in
proud of him.
Manchester for United, Real Madrid, more than that too.
Has a reality show.
I'm
Has a
texting my
reality
husband
show.
right now.
Donut Daddy, I don't know if you guys have seen him.
Oh
He's
my
an
God.
influencer that I just saw him today before the show because Meredith gave me a little bit of a rundown on Donut Daddy. He makes amazing foods and is very handsome.
I know. Speaking of the train.
I mean, oh, okay. And then we have obviously you guys know Paul Rudd.
He
like
never ages.
he never ages. Seriously, compare Clueless to Avengers Endgame. Tell me where the sorcery. Tell me the sorcery.
This is hard, girlfriend.
Also, Paul Rudd was named People's Sexiest Man Alive in 2021.
God, he's so cute.
So. Also, he co-owns a candy shop in Rhinebeck, New York.
Oh my
Does
God,
he?
I did not know that. What's
I
it
didn't know
called,
that.
Paul?
Like some kind of real life Willy Wonka. I don't know what it's called.
I'm
That's
checking.
something to search
I
up.
don't know, but
He also famously pranked Conan O'Brien for a decade by showing the same ridiculous alien clip from Mac and Me every time he promoted a new project.
Oh, it's called Samuel's Sweet Shop in Rhinebeck, New York.
is that his kid?
Yeah, along with Julie, yes, and it's all about his kids, Samuel.
Oh,
So that's
cute.
obviously sweet, like golden retriever energy AF.
Yeah.
Move over, Julie.
So who's going first and what are you doing?
Mayor. This is hard.
Going on record to state that I don't like this. I just texted my husband, I don't like this. And I said, feeling attacked on a live. All right. So I am going to say that I am going to ghost.
How dare you?
Oh, this is tough. I'm going to ghost Donut Daddy.
What the
I know. I don't want to. I don't want to.
This is breaking news, you guys.
I don't want to, but I feel like I have to at least explore a smash with Cristiano.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to marry Paul.
Yeah.
Because I have been such a fan of him. He's so funny. When you talk about an actor I could watch over and over and over again.
He's kind eyes.
He's kind, he's funny, he's hilarious.
Curious,
And I
compassionate.
get the feeling
Paul
that he's
Rudd.
just genuinely so sweet.
He
Yeah.
seems like a genuinely nice, kind individual.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I want to marry him. I have to give a try to Cristiano. I've been in love with him since I was like 16. And then Donut Daddy is new. He's new for the past year or so. I've been watching his stuff and I want to eat literally everything he makes online. But I'm sorry, if I've got to ghost, I got to ghost him.
I can't believe it.
I know, but I can't because I was put in a very precarious situation here with these three gents.
All right, Davey, what do you got?
I am definitely going to ghost Cristiano. It's too small for me. And then I'm probably going to bang Paul Rudd and marry Donut Daddy. I know, but the energy is real.
Yeah, he does. I mean, go to his page.
Spin me around on that lazy Susan, put a little motor oil on my face, and push me on a wall, honey. Yes!
Whoa.
I love
Wow.
I'm so torn, and like I love that you went ahead and married Donut Daddy because like my first thought is like, dude, the cooking, the food, the hotness.
Yeah,
How are you all of it in one
all of
package?
it.
It's like
God.
a perfect full package. And like Cristiano seems really cool, but I feel like he's too much of a
Temper. Temper's
something.
what got me.
There's
There's
a
a
lot.
temper there. Yeah.
Diva?
Yeah, a little diva.
yeah. And like
yeah.
as an athlete diva, there's something about athlete divas that's like next level
Yeah.
because you can't argue with them. They're usually pretty much right about what they do need. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. You do need a kale smoothie, but like you're still a diva and I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if
know?
you act too much like a diva, you can pretty much lose the rest of your life
And then
for a friend.
and then I'm gonna ghost Cristiano.
Okay.
I literally have such a hard time with whether I should marry Paul Rudd or Donut Daddy.
God, you got
Paul Rudd, I just think like he might be too silly goosey for me to marry
Yeah.
forever.
Silly goosey?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like,
love
you
a
know,
good silly
he's
goose.
kind of a silly goose. And I do love a silly goose, but you have to be a hot silly goose and not too silly to overcompensate for the hotness.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not hot enough for how silly he is in my
Right.
body. I know, right?
Turn me down. Make me moan real
Oh,
loud.
he has to be one of the kindest people, I
Take up
guarantee
my-
it.
Ooh, Ashim just looked up Donut Daddy, and she might have to change her answers.
I love it.
Because she would marry Donut Daddy. Okay, Ashim, me too. I would marry Donut Daddy.
Yes!
I'm going to have to smash Paul Rudd because I'm interested. But Cristiano, I'm sorry, goodbye.
This is the ultimate answer.
My husband said he called my answer. He called
Of
it.
course, he knows you best.
That's why he did this. He wanted to be able to guess your answer the right
Listen.
way because he was wrong last time, and we know he can't handle that.
Oh no, but it is one of those deals where you know what? I didn't like it, felt attacked. But you guys were right. Called me out in 3 areas where I definitely
That's hard.
find
Matthias, you can take the faces off screen now. They're too big.
they're
Yeah.
too,
Wait a minute.
but yeah. So yeah, that was a great one.
That was a lot of fun, you guys. Congratulations to all the winners out there.
All the winners out there, for everybody who did the smashing and the marrying and the ghosting. It
Yes.
was wonderful. But don't forget that you can find us every weekday here on the Sunny Network. You can text Sunny to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected to all things Sunny St. John and get in on these giveaways.
And it sounds like there's going to be some bonus entries for if you
Yeah.
follow us on social. So Instagram, Sunny TV Network, Facebook, and TikTok, all one word, Sunny TV. You've got to follow us and share everything, boo.
That's right. Special shout out to all of our sponsors. And Davey, we've got
STA Lab.
That's right. Bin 39, Panache. Join us again tomorrow, 9 a.m., right here on Sunny TV.
Bye, boos.